Hi guys, today I would like to share with you about different is not less. As you read the title of this video, you should already have an idea of what I'm going to share with you in the next minute. Yes, I'm going to talk about people living with autism spectrum disorder, or also called as ASD. It is a condition related to brain development that impacts on how a person perceives and socializes with others that bring effect to social interaction and communication. So, have you ever wondered how does someone with autism think and why do they act differently from others? Here's 3 ways of how the mind of autistic people think. First, they tend to think from bottom up, which means that they fill in the small little details first and then followed by building a general details and lastly come to a bigger picture. This is what we call as bottom-up thinking. This is different from non-autistic people way of thinking, which is top-down thinking. Here is an example. Imagine that you are having a conversation talk with me who suffered an autism spectrum disorder. Today, I see something walking towards me and you say, "That is a dog." This something is green spot on its body, dark brown tail and comes up to my hip. Now, I think that a dog is something green spot on its body, dark brown tail and comes up to my hip. Tomorrow, if I see something white spot and fuzzy hair, I won't know it's a dog unless you tell me. I'm seeing the details first. Once I start categorizing all of these different things that count as dog, I slowly start to build the concept. It may take many examples before I understand the broader category of dogs. Next, autistic people are a visual thinker. They think in picture and see things in order to process information. Visual thinker may have photographic memory. Their mind is similar to an internet search engine that search for photograph. They use language to narrate the photorealistic picture that pop up in their imagination. The mind is associative and does not think in linear manner. So, if you say the word butterfly, the first picture they see is butterflies in their childhood backyard. Then, their mind gets off the subject and see a butterfly cut of chicken that was cooked and served at a fancy restaurant approximately 3 days ago. The memory that come up first tend to be either early childhood or something that happened within the last week. A teacher working with a child with autism may not understand the connection when the child suddenly switches from talking about butterflies to talking about chicken. If the teacher thinks about it visually, a butterfly cut of chicken looks like a butterfly. Last but not least, autistic people tend to take things very literally. Sometimes you may have communication struggles because they understand language in its most literal sense. For instance, you say, "Everyone is going to grandma's house for Christmas," and autistic people might insist, "Not everyone. Lots of people won't go to grandma's house. Laurel, Yenny, Alice, no one in my class is going." You might notice that sometimes they ask so many questions during a conversation that it can be exhausting. This is simply their way of trying to make certain truly understand what you are saying. That is all for today's video. Thank you for watching.